We are following this news and hope to have the new All Blacks coach revealed soon. If you want to know everything first, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new information. Joe Schmidt is having a rethink about the All Blacks head coach role in a development that could turn the race on its head. Stuff understands that while Schmidt has not yet thrown his hat in the ring, he has crucially left the door open, having been bitten by the coaching bug once more. The 57-year-old famously keeps his cards close to his chest but has been peppered by questions about his intentions since New Zealand Rugby confirmed last week it would appoint a new coach in the next 4 to 6 weeks. In the course of those conversations, it's understood that Schmidt's initial reluctance to apply has softened a touch and he already has the support of senior players. NZ Rugby Chief Executive Mark Robinson held a Zoom call with senior All Blacks last Tuesday to tell them a new head coach would be appointed, and it's understood that players asked if Schmidt would be staying on. Should Schmidt receive encouragement from NZ Rugby to apply, the former Ireland coach could therefore be persuaded to contest the position with two leading contenders Scott Robertson and Jamie Joseph. NZ Rugby chair Patsy Reddy has vowed the selection process will be robust, and if she is good as her word, Schmidt's record will be highly competitive against both Robertson and Joseph. As head coach, he won a Pro 12 title and 2 Heineken Cups in 3 seasons with Leinster and 3 Six Nations Championships with Ireland. He left the Irish job with a 72% winning rate. The blot on his copybook is his failure to get past the quarter-final stages at 2 Rugby World Cups with Ireland, but he took the Irish to number 1 in the world in 2018 and engineered 2 test wins against the All Blacks. In fact, it was Schmidt who sowed the seeds for Ireland's series win against the All Blacks last year, given the high standards and attention to detail he drilled into Irish rugby. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new information. Ireland still use innovative plays Schmidt introduced, scoring against France with a fake loop in this year's Six Nations, an example of the creativity that has all but disappeared from New Zealand men's rugby, where winning the collisions and a reliance on individual brilliance now takes precedence. Schmidt's trump card is his knowledge of Northern Hemisphere rugby, and it's likely that he would be able to assemble a strong team around him. He already has a working relationship with All Blacks forward coach Jason Ryan, who is contracted until 2025, and Blues coach Leon MacDonald sought out Schmidt's mentorship at the Blues last year. He has also previously worked with Vern Cotter, who was recently removed from his post as Fiji head coach. A Schmidt application would also draw a distinction between Robertson and his 2 older rivals. While Robertson's lack of test experience shouldn't necessarily count him against him, the missing element is the overseas experience. The All Blacks were at their strongest under Graham Henry and Steve Hansen, 2 coaches who had left their comfort zone in New Zealand to work in high-profile and challenging jobs in the Northern Hemisphere. NZ Rugby arguably deviated from this formula. In 2019, Ian Foster and Robertson were products of the New Zealand system, and either Schmidt or Joseph would represent a return to the Henry-Hansen model. Schmidt will have to move quickly. It's understood that he will shortly join Foster and Ryan on a Six Nations reconnaissance mission, although that trip may further whet his appetite to stay involved at the coalface of Test rugby. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on all our team news.